Hello friends, hello students. Today I'll be talking about effective undergraduate research mentoring. Okay, so the mentor should basically look six different points that I have mentioned here. There could be more point, but basically I have put six different important points that will help the mentor to to guide undergrad students. So the six different points are: first point is establish clear expectations. The second point is make the concrete plan of the research process. The third point is teach students before setting up any experiments. Fourth point is incorporate routine check from understanding. Fifth point is foster increasing independence, basically the independence. And the sixth point is help and address professional development. So let us discuss one by one. So first point is establish clear expectations. So uh, what does the mentor expect of the student, or what does the mentor expect from the student, and what does the student expect from the mentor? So the expectation from the both sides should be clear, okay, from the very beginning. And then now the second point is target. How many hours in a week should the student expect to work on the project? This seems weird, but I think setting up a target will help to finish the project in time. Now the third point is how often will the student meet with the mentor or graduate student? How often you will meet with them. Fourth point is should the student send the mentor weekly email update on the progress of the project? What information should be included in these updates? So if you are asking them to send email what they have done from last 7 days, you should make a concrete plan or a concrete idea what they will write, what they will include, so that will actually keep both of you in in the same page. Now the second point is make the concrete plan of the research process. This point is very important. You have to make the concrete plan what you are going to do in next 3 months or 4 months or 1 year. Okay, so the first point is make a timeline of the milestone that the student will need to reach during the course of doing the research. Second point is assess your student beginning skill level. You have to understand how much they have experience and teach them accordingly. And knowledge when you first start working with them. Okay. Now the another point is sit down with the student you are working with and listen to them narrate how they would solve a problem. Okay. Now we'll go to the next point. Teach student before setting up an experiment, because when an undergraduate come to the laboratory, they do not have any experience, or when a graduate student comes to the laboratory, he or she doesn't have any experience. So first you have to teach them so that they will do the experiment correctly, very cleanly, and very in the concrete way. So first explain the technical hurdles. So when you are setting up an experiment, suppose I am doing electrophysiological recording, so I have to understand what are the, I have to explain them, or I have to teach them what are the technical hurdles in electrophysiological recordings, and emphasize what we have learned by the setback and how it can inform future work. Okay. Now the second point is walk through the process with the student to identify when the error was made or where the error was made. Okay. So you have to ask the student where is the problem. You have to ask each and every point so that you can identify where the error was made, and you can basically help to improve that error, or to improve or to correct that error, I will say. Okay. Now the third point is if you are busy or if you have a lot of work, you cannot guide properly, so utilize other undergraduate or graduate student who have recently learned similar kind of technique or similar kind of skill, so that it will save your time, and also at the same time it will help those undergraduate to get trained and overcome the challenges. Be sure to acknowledge what students are doing well, so they feel motivated and keep trying. So sometimes you have to motivate them, sometimes you have to take them for a coffee and give them some chocolate, so that they will be happy and they will be motivated and they will be keep trying, if there is any failure in the experiment. Now the fourth point, incorporate routine check for understanding. You have to check routinely, maybe once in 3 days or once in 7 days. You have to check what they are doing, you have to check their copy, you have to ask them each and every bit so that they will be in the same line. Okay. So the review the plan with them and review any area that seems less certain. Ask your student to send a weekly email update with a summary of what they have learned that week, or any obstacle they have encountered, kind of thing, and what they're planning to do in the next week. Also, that is really important, because without planning nothing is, without planning you cannot do anything. So you have to plan properly what you are going to do in the next week. The fifth point is, independence. So after, suppose, you are confident that now the student who is doing correctly, now he or she is able to do perform experiment, and every time you cannot stand behind them, because it will, they will not be, they will not be, they will be kind of, scared of you, because so that, they will not do properly. So sometimes you have to leave them, so that they will work independently, and that will come after some time, because when, you will come to know, maybe after 6 months or 1 year, you have some confidence that, okay, this guy is doing correctly, and now it is the time to leave them independently. So the independence is important, because, if you don't give independence, they will feel that, they will feel stress, they will do more mistake. So independence is very important. Now the last point is, this is really crucial for their career development. So you have to help and address the professional, development. So you have to discuss with them what career options are there, and what career option is the student considering. Are, there are ways that research experience could help the student decide on a career goal. Okay. So if they need some additional experience, you have to, you have to train them. Okay. Sometimes you have to train them how to, how they will dress when they will go for an interview, and how to write an email or send an email. That is also really important. And sometimes you have to push them, you have to actually send them to a, meeting, or you have to sponsor them for a meeting, for networking, because so that they can make network, and that happens in a conference, and that will help them to make a new connection. So I think these are the following points a mentor, should consider while mentoring undergraduate. And if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. So I will be, posting similar kind of video in the coming session, or coming in the coming, in the future. So thanks a lot to everyone.